Hey everybody, I'm Jake Corson. Welcome back to Dirt Road Barbecue. It's opening Sunday of football season here in America, and us Americans, we love a few things more than others. One of them being football, two of them being pork, three of them being that American Eagle gene ad. Today we're stuffing a pork belly, and we're going to throw it on the smoker before the game's here. And trust me, finishing this pork is going to take me a lot longer than what I did with that American Eagle ad. Okay, we're starting off here with this pork belly. Went ahead and took the skin off the back of it already. So square it up, and then we're going to go ahead and butterfly this wide open. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this without looking like a total idiot. So, opening season of football starting today. I don't know who you're a fan of. We're Texans fans here in this household. Yes, I know, we're in Pennsylvania and we're Texans fans. It's a very long story of how that came to be. Save that for another day because I don't think we're going to have time to finish that one today. Like I said, we're going to stuff this pork belly. So we're butterflying this open here to flatten it out. And then wait till you see what we have to stuff this with. This is going to be awesome. And I know, this is the second straight video of pork belly. I got a giant chunk of pork belly a couple weeks ago and put it in the freezer. And now I am just trying to get it used up. You know, I don't like to do a ton of food unless I have an event because then you end up wasting a lot of it. So I cut that pork belly into quarters and threw it in the freezer. But like I said, now I'm just trying to get the whole thing used up. And the possibilities with pork belly is just really endless. So we got this pork belly all laid out here, butterflied open, and all we got to do is square it up nice here. Then what I'm gonna rub this down first. This is just Killer Hog's rib rub mixed 50-50 with brown sugar. No binder. Pork belly's sticky enough. I used to use some binder on my pork belly, but the more and more I thought about it, it's really unnecessary. It's greasy enough, it's sticky enough, it holds what you're throwing at it. So that's my idea behind it. It's early in the morning here, it's Sunday. We're getting ready for football season. It's chilly out today, it's perfect. Football is in the air. It just almost makes you want to yell, run out into your front yard and just scream. I'm so excited about it. So we got that side all rubbed down. Hit the outside here. And I love for pork, I'm really falling in love with this mixture that I have thrown together here of this Killer Hog's rib rub and brown sugar. It just, for pork belly especially, but really any kind of pork, it's awesome. I've really just been falling in love with this idea of this rub here, so that's what I've been doing. Okay, so there's our rub. Flip it over here. And then what I got to stuff it with, this is just cream cheese, and it's actually my mother's cowboy candy. So it's candied jalapeno. My mom makes it. It is awesome. And I think this is going to be really good. I've never done this before. We're all going to lose our stuffed pork belly virginity here today. Don't judge me. It's my first time. So really it's kind of hard to spread on there. So I'm just gonna put little dollops of it all over. And then we're just gonna flatten that out as much as we can. It's kind of difficult. So I think what I'll do is I'll probably just cut the video right now while I'm look like a monkey trying to hump a football, and come back whenever I have this done. We've got the smoker cranked up to 225. Smoking on applewood chips. I know a lot of people don't think it's a big deal. Some people think it doesn't make that big of a difference, but for pork, I usually use apple. You want to use some kind of fruit wood. You don't think it makes a difference until you start trying these different woods. It does. If you want to tighten up your edges on your cooks, this is one of those edges you can tighten up. Try to have your different woods at home so you can, switch them out for different cooks. But try to make sure you have a fruit wood that you're smoking pork on. That's my suggestion. So we're at 225. I've got a little chunk of pork that we rounded off one of the edges over there, and that'll probably make a terrible snack for whenever it gets done here halfway through this cook. Just like a burn end almost. But so that's on there, 225. We're gonna let this go. Here in a little bit, I'll get some probes in it, and we'll be back whenever we're ready to get it off. We are at about 168 degrees. Now look at that shit. Nice. So, I'm out of aluminum foil pan, so we're just EBTing it over here. And just making our own little wrap here for this. Aluminum foil engineering. And we're not putting anything on this. The cream cheese, the fat from this pork belly, keeping this plenty moist internally. So I'm just wrapping it up because it has taken all the smoke that I want it to take. And we are just going to kind of rig up our own little aluminum foil wrap here. Basically just like if you were tenting your meat after you're done with it. I don't want it tight around it because I don't want to pull a bunch of that rub off. But we're just wrapping this up here. And then I want to take this to about 200 to 205, somewhere in that range. 200 if I'm hungry by that point, probably 205 if I'm busy or something, but and then with the probes just like that. Man, that stuff's already so tender. So going back on, we were at 250. I'm dropping it down to 225. Throwing her back on. Okay guys, so we're back here. We're right around 190. So I'm just gonna base this log of goodness with a little bit of Kinder's brown sugar barbecue. I already unwrapped it. So for these last 10 to 15 degrees, I'm just gonna brush this barbecue sauce on here, let it caramelize up on it. For these last 10 to 15 degrees, that should set up nice. Give us some color on the outside of this. And that ought to do us. Be back at 200 to 205. Hey guys, so we got this all finished up here. About 195. I'd like to go to 200 to 205, but the tenderness, the meat probes go in right where I want them. I want this to still hold together. I don't want it necessarily completely fall apart. So it really just came out of there, and I should let it, cool down and set up a little bit, but something like this, I can't wait for. So check that out. Got all that filling in there. Like I said, should let it cool off. But I'm not gonna. So oh yeah. You can't miss with something like that. That'll do.